Too far away. Okay. Okay, let's see if anybody joins. This is what a surprise is about. I don't do them often. And just test the sound. Yep, there's sound. I'm just going to chill and drill. If somebody joins, somebody joins. Hey Michelle, how you doing? Surprise! Oops. Here's one you can join me in. I think. Hey Jane, how you doing? Surprise? Couldn't help myself. Okay, hang on. I need to move a little bit because my camera's in my way. Actually, it's not the camera, it's the light. There we go. Multiplacer. So what are you ladies up to at the moment? Besides joining me. Now, there's a comment, had a couple of comments made that I don't use multi-places. I do, every now and then. But I tend to pick diamond painting so you don't do much multi-placing because I like confetti. But, can do it, do it. I did some work on the Wisteria Moon diamond painting. And there was actually a section where I could do colour blocking, and so it's like, okay, let's pull out the multiplacer, which is pretty cool, especially with something like that, so and that size. I swear I must have gotten something in this jewel tray. Doesn't like being shaken. All my other jewel trays are too far away. Okay, I was supposed to be camping this weekend and it didn't end up happening, so which is a good thing because I got some serious motivation done. Thanks, Michelle. Yeah, I'm actually putting a straightener. I've still got horrible hair underneath, but if I put the straightener in it, it actually does tend to behave itself. Which is really good. It's really good. Jane, you're about to get ready for work. I'm back to work tomorrow. I took 5 days leave, but the way our roster is, I ended up with 14 days off. So I am back to work tomorrow, but then I did have some pretty good times when I went down to Esperance, which I did mention in my whipping chat. What's going on there? Who knows what's going on there? So yeah, 2 weeks off, one trip down to Esperance to spend time with my son, my grandson, and the rest of the family. I might show a little bit of footage here of the, I think I did show some of it, of the present on my whipping chat I did, but I've got so much more, but I just wasn't going to put it in a whipping chat. There we go. So yeah, I did the Esperance trip. A little bit of an update about the channel. I've actually been editing for the last 3 days. Well, editing and ordering. Whoops. Yeah, I have ordered, and I will be able, I'll say it here. So I've ordered some art kit subscription boxes. Now, which I did mention before that I was going to be doing it, but I've now ordered them, so we'll see how that goes. So I'll go through some of them, because yes, one of them was Michelle, you're sitting there working on a create love share painting. Good move. I'm actually loving the quality of this one. Loving the quality. Yeah. So yeah, anyway, so subscription boxes that I've organised for a charcoal one. Now it says no experience necessary. So the plan is, let's see how true that is. But with the subscription, they give you the full process on how to do it. And this one gives you 2 images, shows you how to do 2 charcoal drawings in that month. So that's one that I've got coming. Another one which is relevant to what I like doing, which I don't know if you remember, if you've seen my glass dip pen. So I've actually gone and managed to find an art box. The box that I've managed to order. So I've got a subscription which will give me a couple of different, it'll give me different boxes. It's a quarterly subscription, but the one that they've got running right now is a calligraphy box. So that's something I do want to get into doing. It'll sit well with my planner. So I've been eagerly anticipating that one, but that's a craft box that's done quarterly. So that one they give, you get the kit, and every month they give you an instruction for a new project to do with that kit. So it's pretty good when one kit can last you 3 months. So that's something to look forward to. So that's calligraphy. One of the things in that one is there's a fox. They've just released the instructions on how to draw the fox, which is absolutely gorgeous, using watercolors. And the instructions do look pretty straightforward. So, sorry, something just popped up. So they do look pretty well straightforward. The instructions are clearly explained. So yeah, looking forward to that. And then I've got 2 other boxes. What I've done is organised for the subscription box, so that'll get shipped when it's due. But what I did organise for was a box for each of them, a previous box, just to give it a go. One of those was actually I found 2019, so this is really getting in and trying different stuff. But they had a subscription box that was one of them had 2019 box that had glass painting, so you actually paint on glass. So giving quite a few things a go, seeing how it goes. So yeah, I'm just trying to bring some different stuff. Not necessarily, I'm trying to work out the best way to actually put it. So get there and you diamond paint, but there's nothing, I won't say nothing challenging, but it's the only way to individualize it is more to make it a custom, or to add special beads or special drills to an image. That's the only way to really customize something to yourself. And with stuff that goes on in relation to copyright, I've given up going with I've given up on AliExpress because they're basically copyright. There's some Facebook groups Facebook people that pop ads on, they've got images that are copyrighted. So it's just really hard to try and do the art without actually, using art from somebody else where there's no license for it. I'm not on the big copyright bandwagon. I do believe, because I've always, what's the best way to put it? I very rarely had anything that was because I was really fussy on the quality, and the ones that were doing the copyright stuff was they were the ones that weren't producing decent quality, in my opinion. Okay. So yeah, that is, oops, hang on. You know what? I'm working with this without a light pad on. So this is how good this is. However, I've got two really dark purples there that I do need the light pad for. But I mean, you guys can basically read that there anyway yourselves. Oh crap. And I've actually just put the wrong drills on. Hang on. Let's see where my light switch button is. It's under here somewhere. I was wondering why it didn't look quite right. Okay, here we go. Let's pluck these ones off. Crap. Hang on a sec. I need another drill tray because these drills are going to be sticky. So one thing when you put drills down on the wrong thing, I can either pick them up or I can actually relocate them to another section. I might try and relocate to another section. That's really clever. Really clever. Okay. Let's see, you can see, yeah, no, you can't see all the way over there anyway. You just watch me pick them. And I'm placing them elsewhere. Bugger. So yeah, that's why I'm going this way with adding some different stuff. Now, you've probably seen that I've had some subscription boxes, well, Sophie and Toffee subscription boxes, which is a project, a month, which is really good fun to do. Love doing that. That's with the resin. The Smart Ass and Sass boxes, they're not craft, but they're still fun to okay, so they're fun to do. Hang on. Just got to slide these over. I don't know if you can see me do it. No. So yeah, I thought what I'll do is do that, and they're all basically saying that you don't need craft experience, although you look at it going, how am I going to manage to do that? But we'll see how it goes. Which one did I get? I'm just trying to remember. I did write it down. Just checking my calendar, my diary. Which ones I ordered. So there was an April box for one of them. What was that? Bear with me while I find it. And I ordered that on the 11th. Which was Tuesday. Don't think it was that one. Hang on. That's the subscription. Oops. That's that one. Oh gosh, where is it? No, it wasn't Smart Art. No. subscription. There we go. Okay. Have I still got it up? Nope. Nope, I can't even remember what the box was. How special is that? This is where I just went, oh, I'll give that a go. Okay. Oh, sorry, Michelle. Working on Purple Hummingbird, which is a 35 by 50. Okay, that does help, doesn't it? If I let you know. So yeah, it's going to be, oh gosh, that's gone under the plastic. There we go. So I don't know what's going to arrive first. We'll see. I've got notification that the glass painting one has been, it's not stained glass, but it is glass. I have been notified that that one's been shipped. So yeah, we'll see. We will see if they arrive before we go away. They should, at least one should arrive before I go away. Bo is beautiful. He is starting to show, or he's really showing his age now. He's getting grey hair. So he's a very, very dark charcoal, and he's getting grey hair. So he's got this white, it's not grey, but white hair around near his ears. So I was cleaning his ears the other day, and there's this white patch, and it's like, oh buddy, you're getting old. We've gone through a stage with him where he got fussy with his food. So we had to work with, we're trying to get him food that he liked to eat and changing it, and he'd been on the same food for years, and then just suddenly he stopped eating it. So we don't know what it was with him, why, but yeah, he stopped eating it. So we had to try and find something else, and we went through all these different foods, all these different stuff. There is some foods that get fed to dogs that we can't feed Bo, because what happens, he gets, he has a reaction to it. Now he will, if we give him stuff with yeast in it and too high a protein, the yeast builds up in his ears, and then we end up with him, having to clean his ears more often than we do. And we'll wake up at 2 in the morning with him shaking his head, which means his whole gums fly, and he makes, you can't sleep through it, you can't ignore it. So you've got to get up, middle of the night, clean his ears out, and then it takes a while for his ears to settle. By then it's morning and time to get up. So we watch what we feed him, because we know what it's going to do to him. So yeah, that was hit and miss for a while, trying to work out what he wanted. And sometimes he'll eat, the tins aren't that big, but what we get him, I'll dish him up 2 tins one night and 1 tin the next night, then back to 2 tins, because he doesn't always eat 2 tins, but he'll scoff down 1, but the tins are just, it's just not, it's just, his appetite is going. He bumped into me this morning, so he's losing his eyesight, and poor thing, he was so surprised. I was just standing there, and I've bent down to pat him, and he's just jumped. And then he's wagged his tail going, okay, it's you. But he didn't realise, he basically bumped into me without realising I was there. So poor little mite, going blind, deaf. He's not quite deaf, but it takes a bit of work for him to work out where somebody is. He will, if he's been asleep, he will actually wander around the house trying to work out where you are. So Nathan did it the other day. Turned around. Now I'll just put this last one in. He turned around the other day, and Bo was running around trying to find Nathan. So I've just gone, find him. And Nathan's actually calling him. And he went everywhere. Couldn't work out where he was. Could not find him. And Nathan was calling him. But he just couldn't figure out where it was. He was in our bathroom. But Bo was walking, so he'd walk down the hallway past our bedroom. But then he'd keep going thinking Nathan was further. So then I'd call him back, so he'd actually come back because he knew where I was. Nathan would call him again, and he'd go, and then he'd stop outside our bedroom door. Nathan would call him again, and then he'd keep going, but wouldn't go into the bedroom. He just could not find him. So, poor little bugger. He's getting very, 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 very old. So, he's 11. For a dog that looks like a puppy, he is 11. Oops, hang on, let's get this right. Just folded over itself. He is, 11 in September. There's one I dropped. So, yeah, we'll see how he goes. It's pretty sad seeing the state he is, unfortunately. Okay, let's back to multi-placing. And I do have the right one now. 208, yeah. That's better. That looks better, blending. So yeah, he's getting there. He's getting old. And we're seeing it last night. Every now and then, at least once a night, when he jumps up on our bed, he hits the edge of the bed. So our bed is actually a wooden frame. So he hits the edge of the bed, and then it's like, next time he gets down, he doesn't want to get up again because he hurt himself a little bit the last time he got up. And it's just, I was just thinking, like last night, he wanders around the bed, just goes around one side, around the other. And we're calling him to get him up, and he just wanders on either side of the bed. We don't lift him up. We used to lift him up when he was a pup, but we don't anymore. Because once he learned to jump, there was no point. But he wanders both sides around the bed and then turns around. We've got to really call him to get him back up on the bed. But him clopping around the bed wakes us up. So, yeah. We love our pets, but some of those things they really do get on your nerves. But it's like, you're not doing anything about it. But I'm at the stage of asking Nathan. We've got two choices. One is Nathan make a step so that Bo can get up. And the other is get a new bed that's lower for him. And I know the cheap one is for Nathan to make a step for him. But we both know that a new bed would be really nice to have at the moment. Nathan hates our bed. We've got one. We've replaced the mattress once, but I had that bed before Nathan and I met. But it is a very high bed. Not too high for him, but it is a high bed. Right. Okay. 209 was the one I did wrong. So now let's look. The K's. Where's K? Three, 2, 7. So yeah, he's just getting old. When we go away, well, with Dion having moved into the house, moved back home, he's looking after Bo while we're away. So at least Dion's been here for long enough to know what Bo's like. I've already got Bo booked in for a dog wash the day before we leave, so that he'll be nice and clean before we go away. And I'm going to be, once we've got dates sorted out, I'll be booking for him to be washed as soon as we get back, or if I can manage to tee it up on a day where Dion doesn't work or go to uni, I might be able to get her to come and do Bo while we're away, but just before we get back. We'll see what happens there. So yeah, we're still doing a lot of planning on camping. We got our camp planning session tonight, which is going to be fun. They always end up. The last one ended up a bit heated because we went round and round and round in circles about when we were going to where we're going to stay, and yeah, it's like if we take so long at certain places, we won't get back in time to get their daughter back to school after school holidays, because she's taking 1 week off at the end of the school term and 1 week off at the beginning of the school term to be able to do this trip, because it's 4 weeks. Okay, hang on. Michelle's just had a look. Poor Bo's about 60 years. Yeah, 60 dog years. Where did I? There. This is why I don't use multi-places, because I lose track. I go, yeah, I need 4 here, and then I lose track of where it is that I need to put it. So yeah, about 60 years. Well, and I will say the Shar-Pei breed, because they have a lot of problems between their skin and their actual, they get what's called Shar-Pei fever. Their expected life is only about 7 years, so we're very, very lucky with him that we've still got him. There we go. Yeah, 1 human year is about 7. Yeah. His class is older than me now. Considering I got older last month. We're always getting older, but yeah, another year ticks by. So yeah, that's Bo. That's him, and Dion obviously moved home. Loving having him at home. When I went down to Esperance, Dion came with me. He drove some of the way. He'd not done long distance driving, so it's the first time he's actually gotten there and been able to put his foot down for a long period of time. I will admit that it was rather interesting, because I got to at one point and went, you need to drive. Well, no, we stopped at one place just to top up with fuel, and it was like, do you want to drive yet? And he goes, no, it's raining. I don't feel confident. It's like, okay, no worries. We travelled another 200 kilometres, I think it was. Maybe even 3. No, 200 kilometres. And I've just turned around and I said, next stop, you're driving, because I need to have a nap. So, yeah, he drove. And I slept. Which is pretty good, because it's considering that when I go travel with Nathan, I can't. It's I struggle to sleep. I can't go to sleep. That's just no. You don't do it. Whereas I think it might have been just to do with my car seat as well. But yeah, I was able to go to sleep. I did say to Dion, I had a good sleep. And he goes, yeah, I know, you snored. So I kept him awake with my snoring, which is a good thing. Yeah. So that was an interesting little thing going on there. And then when I've woken up, now it's like, do you want me to drive again? He's like, oh no, I'll keep driving. It's like, okay. And then it was shocking. It was terrible rain. It was horrible rain. It was really nasty. But Dion, once we got out of the rain, he actually turned around and he said to me, I now know why you have a lead foot. He said, it's so much nicer to drive at 140 k's as opposed to driving at 110. So he's first time driving long distance. He's in my car doing 140 k's an hour. And I couldn't tell him off because he learned it from me. Oh, not funny, but funny. Okay, next colour. I'll do the T's, which 3837. Next, that purple. So yeah, he enjoyed the drive, even with the horrible rain that we had. So, which is, you know, he's got his confidence in it. Because whenever he's been away a few times where him and his ex-girlfriend have travelled, but she doesn't trust his driving, which is why he's never done any long distance, because when they've gone away in her car because she doesn't trust his drive. She didn't trust his driving. There I am. I go to sleep. He's driving long distance and he ends up doing 140 k's and I'm sleeping through it. So yeah, Esperance was brilliant to do. Had to leave earlier than planned, but we did go down earlier. So we planned to actually head down on Wednesday. We were going to drive down on Wednesday because I'd come off night shift Monday morning, so I was going to sleep most of Monday. Tuesday was getting everything organised, and then Wednesday we were supposed to drive down. The way things were going though, I had everything organised, and I said to Dion, well, let's go down tomorrow. That's what I said to him on Monday. We're organised, let's go down tomorrow. So we went down a day early, so you know, we left a day early, but in reality we spent the same amount of time that we planned to spend down there, so no biggie. It was good to do though. My grandson does not like beards. Oops, I didn't pick those drills up properly. Yeah, my grandson is not keen on beards. And we were wearing masks. So when we went in and met V and Dion met V for the first time, we were wearing masks. Yeah. Dion took his mask off for a little while and V saw the beard and it was like, nah, don't want to know you now, you've got a beard. He eventually got used to him, but yeah. Whoops. Might have I put that in straight. Problem with the newer cars, it's easy to speed. That's why you love cruise control. That's just it. I do use cruise control. So I'll set my car on cruise control. and then I still keep using the accelerator. What that cruise control does is stop me going under the speed limit. And that's what I use cruise control for, so that I don't go too slow. Does that make sense? I mean, Esperance's 750 kilometres and there's a bucket load of towns, so you've got to slow down to go through the towns. Not in a modern car. Well, I suppose it was reasonably modern. I don't know. I've done the trip in about 4.5 hours. I've done it 5 hours in a 4-wheel drive. Yeah. I have a lead foot. But the funny thing is about my lead foot is suddenly it's not lead. It stops being lead. Don't know what it is, but somehow my body seems to know when there's a police car coming, because I don't know how many times I've just got there, I was been driving along and it's like I'm doing the speed limit. And I don't question it. I just keep going at the speed limit. And then you find a couple of Ks down the track, cop car. You know, it's like somewhere I have a sixth sense on where they are. We did see them on the way down. I didn't see any on the way back. They actually had a guy in a BMW pulled up, lights flashing and all. So they got him. He'd overtaken us, so we were doing a fair speed, and he'd actually overtaken us. So you know, just saying, he was speeding worse than us. H310. Oops, don't need that drill. So yeah, it was a good trip. There's a reason why I don't go down there often, but you know. Oops, I've just knocked a drill out. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Get the multiplacer out. So yeah, that was a good trip. Glad to be home, but yeah. So now next weekend because we didn't go camping this weekend, we're going camping next weekend. What we were going to do this weekend was we were actually going to go just for one night. Now what we're going to be doing is we're actually going for two nights. So we're going to be going out Friday. We'll leave Friday because I'll come home from night shift Friday morning. We'll leave Friday and come back Sunday. We've got a new tent. We haven't used it yet, so it'll be a good idea to actually set it up, use it, get used to it before we actually go away for 4 or 5 weeks. Excuse me. So yeah, I don't know where we're going. I just know we're going camping. So, okay. What else is going on? Yeah, I've had a good couple of days editing videos. So there's some videos coming up. I will say that I have been playing with thumbnails. So that doesn't look right. Got 3 videos that have been uploaded. So they've been uploaded and ready to go. I'm not going to bang them out quick together. I will keep them spaced out because I want to try and do some videos where they happen while we're away. So if I throw these ones out, put these ones up for watching in the next you know, like I normally do. Normally I edit, I upload, and it's straight away I publish. But so that there is still videos happening in July while we're away, I just want to try and schedule them out and keep them going, so that there is still something going on my channel instead of me having a complete break, which I basically have just done. But I have enjoyed the process again to editing. That was one of the hardest things that I struggled with. I just lost motivation for editing, and I got to and started editing, and oh my gosh, it was so good to do. It was good to do. So videos that you've got is the April subscription for Ass and Sass. That arrived. I've unboxed that, edited it. It's up and ready to go out. But that won't go out until June. I will say these cups here. Okay, Ass and Sass. They're from the April box. There is something really cool about these, and they're colour changing just as a... I can't really see it. Yeah, there we go. In cold, this cup goes purple, but when you warm it up, it goes back to blue. And they have a Spotify code on it as well, so you can use your Spotify, scan your Spotify, and they've got a song list there. I don't have Spotify, so I didn't do it, but I'm going to a friend's place. I'm going to see if she can pull up the Spotify tunes for me. If she's got it, I don't know. I had Spotify ages ago. Got rid of it because I just didn't use it. So yeah, that's the next Ass and Sass box is uploaded, edited, uploaded. Kingdom of Hearts, if you saw my Instagram, I did actually have that one. I did that the other, well, I think more than a week ago. Have to be more than a week ago. I got that one edited. That one took a bit of editing because I didn't talk through it. It's one of the ones where I'm just changing how I'm doing them. So I didn't talk through it. So it was, yeah, mucking around with that. So that's uploaded. I haven't even scheduled that, so I'm not sure when I'll release that, but that won't be too far away. I'll release that one soon. Still waiting on the box for Sophie and Toffee Elves box. That one should have shipped by now, but there's been an issue, so as soon as that arrives, I'll be doing that one. I did the review for my Cairo custom for DIYMoon Shop, so that one's now edited and uploaded. I did a review for Valentine. So DIYMoon Shop sent me Valentine. I did a review on that and it took me 3 minutes, and I thought, I think I might try and pop that in a whip and chat because it was just hardly worth a video. I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know. But yeah, it only took me about 3 minutes to work on that one. E934. Okay. Let's go and move that along. Whoops. That's it for what I've got for videos at the moment, I think. I can't quite remember what else I've got, but yeah, it's just space those ones out so that you know, I've got some spaced out videos. Yeah, if that makes sense. yeah, not much else going on. Just I'm excited to be bringing some new stuff to the channel. You know, who knows? You might see it's you might like it yourself and go, oh, that is actually easy to do. I did decades ago. There's an age showing, but yeah, decades ago I did ceramic. I was a ceramic teacher, but I was also a caster. So you know, I did things like folk art, but I mean, and little things like that. But that was about it, artist wise. But that was, you know, 30 years ago, 3 decades. Hey Suzette, how you doing? Working on Purple Hummingbird from Create Love Share. It's really funny. I've ended up with their light pad under here as well, which it is a 35 by 50. In the description there is a link down below. We'll say it, I am an affiliate, so I do earn commission on sales through them, which obviously supports the channel. Yeah, so that's what I'm working on. If you're in Australia, they are an Australian company, and if you like Chuck Pinson's, there is Chuck Pinson. They have some Chuck Pinson diamond paintings as well. And yet again, in Australia, I live in Perth. They ship from Melbourne. So for me, it takes about a week, especially considering COVID delivery times. But people on the East Coast get them, you know, 2 to 3 days after ordering. So they're really quick. Yeah. Suzette, you got 5 paintings of theirs. Cool. Oh, you're from Australian, South Aussie as well. Welcome. I have, is it Kingdom? Ancient Kingdom. I have done, can't remember what I've done. I've done one of them. It was a waterfall one. I can't remember the name of it. I've got this one here. I have also got the carousel. That's another one that I have of theirs. I was looking at getting a Chuck Pinson. So yeah, I'm looking at it. Whoops. Yeah, just a message on my phone. So yeah, I am looking at actually ordering a Chuck Pinson from them and see how that goes. Loving the quality for the squares. Junk wise, I will say it here, I haven't got that much junk. I've nearly finished the painting and I haven't got that much in the way of junk. You brought 3 Chuck Pinsons. Cool. How quick did they get to you? Yours should have been pretty quick. You're in South Australia, so it would have been a lot quicker than us. It's nice to buy something in Australia and get it delivered quickly. Okay. I'll work with the ends next, which is 937. And I dropped the bag. Oops. How many of those cameras did I just knock? Look at that. I missed E's. I missed some E's. Gotta hate that. Before I put those away. Still got some E's missing. Let's use my scoop, my fingernail scoop. Yeah. I love the fact that buying from Australia and licensed artwork. I actually did purchase from a place here in WA a while back. Good, reasonably good quality. But the last time I was on their website, I went and looked, and I discovered some licensed work, so some diamond paintings from that they had no right to use. So that's it. I just don't use them. I don't even mention them. So yeah. Michelle, you're on your last one, and Chuck is on your list. Yep. Yeah. I can't justify it. Well, hang on. I will say I have purchased once, just the once, from Diamond Art Club. It took 25 days to get here. So this is pre-COVID, took 25 days to arrive. And you pay a fair price with DAC to get stuff sent. And there's no, you know, you just can't do anything about it. If you, I order from other companies, I pay for the freight, and they're really quick. DIYMoon Shop, I think the longest they take is generally a week, and that's with FedEx. They used to use DHL. They used to ship it on the Friday. It was on my door on the Monday. FedEx sends stuff most of the time via Sydney, so it flies to Sydney and then gets on a truck to Perth. But yeah, I ordered from DAC, and it took 25 days using FedEx. It's like not paying top money for freight and have to wait that long. I have gone to order again, and then everything's sold out or pre-order, and it's like, no, I'm not waiting. Got to wait for freight. I don't want to wait for an order to be sent. So yeah, anyway, that's me. That's how I feel about it. You brought Suzette, brought 3 Chuck Pinsons, and can't remember how long it took. There are some on square, but a little square. I haven't done squares. See this? Multi-placing squares. Michelle, don't stress about whether they're straight or not. I used to, but once they're together, they tend to lock in and come up quite nice. So don't be intimidated by squares at all. It's good. Do it. Squares, I will say square, if I'm trying out a company, I order squares to generally find out the quality of their drills, because square drills square drills actually show you the actual quality of the drills, whereas round drills there's not much of an issue with. Square drills, some companies just can't get square drills right. Yeah. So Suzanne, you've got New York Neon, Ancient Japan. I've got Ancient Japan, Luminaro, Cottage by the Sea, Sea Breezes Trail, and Christmas at Town Square. Cool. Michelle, ordered yours on the 21st of Jan, had them on the 26th of Jan. That's nice and quick. Hey, Michelle. Oh, Michelle. Marissa. How you doing? Surprise. I just felt like going live. I've mentioned earlier, I've been editing, and I'm all hyped up again and eager to do YouTube. So, you know, I've even put makeup on. So yeah, back to it. There will still be gaps because I'm still going away, but at least I'm back filming and editing. Oh yeah. See that? Multiplacer. Yeah, sorry, Marissa, because I had been talking to Michelle there. Okay, you don't do multiplacing. Some people don't believe that I do multiplacing yet. I do every now and then. Yeah, every now and then I do it. What are you up to, Marissa? You love a multiplayer. I didn't say multiplayer, did I? Or did you mean to put multiplacer? Your spelling's as good as it was the other day. Whoops, sorry. I'll be nice. What time is it where you are? Auto check. Yeah. Ready to head to bed. Actually, that's right. It's Saturday night for you guys, isn't it? Or early Sunday morning. I just forgot what code I was working on. What number, what symbol I was working on. That's clever. So they said they're getting more in ABs soon, so you wait to get the rest because you love ABs. Cool, yeah. ABs, I love ABs. However, I don't use them. I don't use a standard drill pen for them. You get one of the things I recommend is the pick-me-up pens or the stick-up pens, where they actually have the sticky stuff inside them, because then it doesn't pull out the wax. Like the AB pulls out the wax out of your drill pen, yet when you use those pick-me-up pens, it doesn't pull it out. So that's one of the things that I use when I'm working with AB drills and special drills. I tend to use that. Yep, confetti, it's 11:41 p.m. Oh, look at that. That went in the right spot, didn't it? Yeah, I'm going to finish up probably... I've nearly been on for an hour. Nearly an hour. Probably finish in about another 15 minutes. So when it's 1 p.m. here, I'll finish up with about 15 minutes from now. Yeah. I've been dropping in on lives lately. So yeah, coming back. Enjoying it. Which is a good thing. You love using tweezers. Yeah, I love using tweezers as well. That's why with the tweezers, if I use the tweezers, I checkerboard. Normally, if I'm using tweezers, I'll checkerboard and then fill in with a drill pen. But when you use a multiplacer, no point checkerboarding. I will, before I finish up, I will actually show what I have done so far. Well, I mean, I'm nearly finished. But I'll show what the image is at the end. Not the image, what it looks like so far. Probably the best way to put it. 937, put you away there. HHH 210. Get the right one out. 210. There's nothing wrong with taking a YouTube break. You've got to live your life too, yeah. The funny thing is, I tend to notice that it seems to be summer when people stop producing as much. So we've just had our summer, which I think that's what it might have been, as you know, the other half's like getting impatient with me sitting in the craft room as opposed in summer, whereas in winter he doesn't care because, you know, you're just inside, you're not doing anything else anyway. So I think that's what it was, because he was making me get out of the house and go camping and do all sorts of things. So, but yeah, that break was really good. I kept trying to come back, but just didn't seem to, wasn't quite ready. So, but when I can sit for 2 days and edit videos, it's like, okay, I'm happy to be back. Happy back doing it. Okay. No one really does ancient Egyptian paintings, so I have to buy them from AliExpress, even though I don't like them anymore. They rip us off here in Australia. Yes. 211. They do. Lots more. Yeah. Yep. Lots more activities to do outside. This is, I mean, we're going north for winter. You know, it's still within our state, but the nights are still cold when we go north, but it's warmer than it is down south, I can say that much. So yeah, I'll get away from the winter before it even happens, really. So yeah, we'll see what happens. These subscription boxes, as I mentioned earlier, when they arrive, I'm trying to work out what style to work with them, because I've been watching other channels where some will unbox and just swatch the colours. Whereas others will unbox and then turn around and do something with it, or do the project. So I don't know whether to do an unboxing and the project as two different sets, 2 videos, or try and do them all in one video. 472. So we'll see how that goes. But I will put more effort into things. Hence the Marissa, the makeup and the hair's done. You see my face. Suzanne, I'm in Perth. I don't know how well you know Perth. I live in the northeast. So if you know where Allenbrook is in Perth, I am south of Allenbrook by a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. So where in South Australia are you? Are you actually in Adelaide area or out in the country towns? 2 videos. Okay. I'll see what I can do. Where are we going to there? So an unboxing and then the work. Okay. I don't know which. I actually, the box that I am most excited about getting is the charcoal. So the charcoal one that I've got ordered, I am really eager for that one. Yeah. But then calligraphy I'm really eager for as well. But we'll see. We'll see. Michelle's in Victoria. Wallaroo? Okay. I don't know if you saw my facial expression then. I have no idea where Wallaroo is. I lived in South Australia for 1.5 years. Yeah, I think 1.5 years. But I lived in Beringarra, so which is basically Ceduna, but it's the port of Ceduna. Is where I lived. Back when I was married and involved in the fishing industry. Adelaide born, grew up there, then moved to Ceduna. Oh wow! And then to Moonta, then back to Adelaide, then to Wallaroo. Cool. Ceduna, lovely place. Oh. Yeah. Because I was there such a short time, I didn't get that long to meet people. I don't know. I was very solitary in Ceduna area because my hubby was fishing, and I was basically pregnant just about the whole time we were in Ceduna. And what I mean by that was my first son was born, and then 6 months later I was pregnant with the second one. Yeah. So yeah, I didn't get to really meet a lot of people because the way things were there. Well, about another 8 minutes and I'll be heading off. So I lived as I said, Thevenard, Ceduna, and then we went from living there and moved to Eucla. So we lived at Eucla on the West Australian, South Australian border. We lived on the West Australian side, so at Eucla, not Border Village. So that's an interesting place to live. They used to call that the 24 stop because most of the people that stayed there obviously were backpackers, but most of them were around. They'd stopped there and they were around the 23, 24 when they stopped to work as backpackers and working there. When was I in Ceduna? So Paddy's, my eldest one's 27. So that was there about 27 years ago. You lived there for 8 years. Wow. Yeah, so yeah, it's been a while. I'm trying to remember some of the smaller places. It's at Denali Bay. I can remember that. We used to fish our boat. We used to have our boat because we were crayfishing. Our boat, there's some towns towards the west, very, very remote towns towards the west, where we fished. I went into labour in one of those towns where there's only about 5 people live in, and it's all dirt road, and I went into prem labour while I was out there. I can still remember that harrowing drive back to Ceduna, and then ending up on a plane being flown to Flinders Medical by Royal Flying Doctor. Yeah, that was good times. And if you're an Adelaide Crows supporter, I met Liptak. I can't remember his first name, Liptak, because he was an obstetrician. So for anyone that's not Australian, Adelaide Crows, they are. They play in AFL, Australian rules football. But he was at Adelaide Crows, and he was also an obstetrician gynecologist, and he was hot. Yeah. Bet you knew Rosie, she worked in Foodland. Probably did, but so long ago. I spent time with Croatian Bosnian family. We actually brought the fishing boat off of them. So that's how we ended up in South Australia. We brought the fishing boat and had leased the license off of them to go crayfishing there. Me and her were the best of friends that you might read now. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, I can't remember. That's the thing. I can't remember many of them over there. Your Port Power supporter. How long ago were you in Ceduna? Oops. Oh, there we go. Actually, there we go. I've got two joined, stuck together. And I actually do have another one that's hollow. Here we go. So that's actually, see if I can show you. That's actually a hollow drill. Put it in the pile. So she's Filipino. Angus worked for the railways. Might have heard about him. He was a fisherman. Yeah. Let's put it this way. There's a few women that heard of him. I found out later that he had a few females while we were there. If you get the drift on that one, which let's put the 472 away. 772. Oh, so you're about the same time as me. Around the same age. So I just turned the 50. I don't feel like I did, but yeah, I turned 50 50 last month, so yeah. Oh, your kids are 30, 31, 32. Oh, okay. Well, your kids are older than mine, not much. So we might be around the same age. Whoops, just flung them. Oh, you can't see that. So one thing about using multi-places that I struggle with is sometimes I will actually press down too hard and they all bounce out. That's one of the reasons why I don't like multi-placing, because I'm clumsy and I spread drills. My name is Fee. I'm a diamond painting addict and I spill shit. Just Excuse me. Oh, yeah, you are. It's pretty close. 54. Cool. And it's just hit the 1 p.m. mark. So, which is where I was going to finish off. Before I do, I'll just get these out of my way and see if I can hold this up. I'll just turn that off. Okay, just trying to get stuff out of the way. One of the things that stops diamond paintings from flying anywhere. How pretty is that flower? Even close up it looks pretty. Okay, hang on. Oh, there we go. There's, right there, Josephine Wall. She's getting there. And that's how you hang big diamond paintings. Just as a little hint. Okay. Where are we going? Where are we going? Hang on. There we go. How stunning is that? So that looks really cool. A lot of sparkle to it. A lot of sparkle. Trying to get the right angle on the camera for you. And if I go that way, there we go. I love it. Okay, so there we go. Move that back up there. Very nice. This one I took down to Esperance to work on at night time. And my mum saw it and she went, "That's not your usual style." And I went, "No, because it's one I won. I actually won this from DAP with Kelly. She was the one that worked, was her channel that I discovered Create Love Share through, was her channel. So yeah, it was really good. Well, cool, time flies, gorgeous. Same age as Grace, the new YouTuber. Okay. Who's that? There is, because I'm always finding new YouTubers. So, yeah. That one in the background, actually there's something that some people haven't seen. So the one in the background, that one there, I think that arrived in August or September. It's the one behind it. Hang on. Let's grab this one out. The one behind it's the one that a lot of people haven't seen. And it's one that I need to get back onto. That's actually a blank canvas. It's not a, it's in the same way you do a Haid. So a Heaven and Earth design, but this is one where I charted it myself and organised for the canvas, and the drills are from leftover drills. So there's something that not many have seen. And that's how I hang my big canvases. Which is a really good handy thing to do. Okay. There we go. No worries, Jane. Really enjoyed it today. It was a good little chat. Really good little chat. I was just waffling on about stuff, but yeah. Suzanne, all yours are rounds. Okay, cool. Looks awesome. Michelle looks awesome. Love the sparkles. And Marissa loves that one. Yeah. I think I haven't touched it for about 12 months. I've just had other stuff to do. Hang on. I have a little bit of an issue. Nope. Nope. Okay, on that note, I will say Diamond Paint with Grace. I'll see if I can find her and I'll check her out. Yeah, I'll have a look, see if I can find her. So yeah, on that note, I will say thank you for joining, Gems. I need to go and do some housework before I go back to work tomorrow. So yeah, thanks for joining me, and I'll chat soon. Bye.